Hello everyone, you're welcome. In today's video, I'll share with you how to draft, cut and sew a Princess Dart Bustier with Princess Dart back bodies. It's going to be a beginner's friendly tutorial. If you're interested in all of this, please subscribe, come with me and let's get started. This line now is the starting line. I'll place my tape here now and mark my shoulder to bust measurement, my shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist and shoulder to full blouse length. Once that is done, I'll draw a straight line across on this measurement. While I'm drawing my lines, I'll make sure they are straight so that I'll achieve a perfect pattern. I'll go ahead now and label this line. This is the bust line, the under bust, the waist and also the full blouse length. Once that is done, I will impute my neck width of 4 inches and my neck depth of 4 inches. Then I'll connect. After that, I'll impute my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Under this shoulder measurement, I'll come down by 1 inch. This is in order for me to create my shoulder slope. You know our shoulders is not straight, so I'll just connect now from this neck width down. The next thing I'll do now is to create my armhole. I'll divide my shoulder measurement by 2 and place my tape now from this shoulder slope and come down by 8 inches. I'll also place my tape across this way to mark the 8 inches. Then I'll connect from my shoulder slope down to this 8 inches. After that, I'll draw a straight line underneath this armhole depth. Now this line will serve as the chest line. On this armhole depth, I'll mark the midpoint. Then at this midpoint, I'll go in by 0.5 inch. Then on this chest line, I'll impute the bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'll connect the shoulder slant, the 0.5 inch at the midpoint, to the chest line. Then I'll come to the bust line and impute my bust band measurement divided by 2 on the bust, the under bust, the waistline and also the full blouse length. After that, I'll draw a straight line on this marks now. The next thing I'll do now is to contour my under bust. In order to do that, at the center front, I'll come out by 0.5 inch at the under bust, on the waist and also the full blouse length. Once I'm done with that, at the side front, I'll come out by 2 inches on the under bust, at the waist and also the full blouse length. Now if you're on the big side, this center front that I use 0.5 inch, please use 1 inch for yours so that your bust will sit well. So I'll go ahead now and connect all these measurements with a straight line. The next thing I'll do now, I'll come to this bust line and come down by 0.5 inch. From that 0.5 inch, I'll connect down to the 0.5 inch at the center front this way. Then I'll connect from the 0.5 inch using a French curve down to the side front. In order to do this, I'm going to turn my French curve very well. The next thing I'll do, I'll come to my armhole and place my tape this way to get the round armhole. After that, I'll connect from the midpoint down to my dart line on my bust. I'll go ahead and take 0.75 on each side of the dart line. Then I'll blend the dart allowance I took into the existing line at the midpoint. Once that is done, I'll measure out what the dart allowance I took, which is 1.5 inch. Then I will extend this last line up by 1.5 inch. I'll also replace 1.5 inch at the chest line. Then I'll connect 1.5 inch to the chest line. This is enough for my armhole not to be too short. So I have my new armhole. So I'll go ahead now and impute my round bodice measurement. I already impute my bust measurement on my chest line. So I'll come to my under bust now and impute my round under bust measurement divided by 4. Then I also replace the dart allowance I took. I measured it is 2.5. I'll also come to the waist and impute the round waist measurement divided by 4. I'll replace the dart allowance I took. Then I'll come to the full blouse length and impute the hip circumference divided by 4. Then I will replace the dart allowance I took. I'll also go ahead and add 2 inches for sewing allowance at the armhole, the under bust, the waist and also the full blouse length. I'll go ahead now and connect all the measurements. Once I'm done connecting the measurements, I'll place my tape at the hem now and come up by 1 inch and connect it right into the full blouse length. This is basically all on how to draft a front bodice of a Princess Dart Bustier. So I'm going to cut it out now for you to see what it looks like. And if you watched to this point, thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And this is what it looks like after cutting. And I'll go ahead now and draft the back. To draft the back bodice, I'll come out by 2 inches for zipper allowance. Then I'll connect from that 2 inches all the way down to the full length. After that, I'll draw a straight line on the tip of the pattern to mark the starting line. Once that is done, I will impute the shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist and full blouse length. Then I'll draw a straight line marking those measurements. Once I'm done with that, I'll label the bust, the under bust, the waist, and the full blouse length. I'll go ahead and impute the dart allowance, which is the bust span measurement divided by 2. Mine is 4 inches, so I'm going to impute the 4 inches on all the lines. Then I'll connect it. After that, I'll go to the shoulder and impute my neck width of 4 inches and neck depth of 1.5 inch. Then I'll connect it. I'll go ahead and extend the neckline into the zipper allowance. After that, I'll place my tape on the starting line and impute my shoulder measurement. Then I'll come down at that shoulder measurement by 1 inch and connect from my neck width down to create my shoulder slope. Then I'll place my tape on that shoulder slope now and come down by 8 inches. That's my shoulder measurement divided by 2 to get my armhole depth. Then I'll connect from that armhole depth up to the shoulder slope. This line under the armhole now is my chest line. At this waistline, I'll come out by 0.5 inch on each side. I'll also do the same thing at the full blouse length. I'll go ahead now and extend the chest line across this way. I'll connect the dart line up to the chest line. Also come down 0.5 inch from chest line. Then I'll connect from the dart allowance I took at the waist up to that 0.5 inch. Then from the waist down to the full blouse length. I'll come to the armhole depth now, mark the midpoint of the armhole depth. Then I'll place my tape across the chest line and impute my bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'll connect from the midpoint of the armhole depth down to my chest line. At this midpoint of the armhole, I'll place my tape and come up 1.5 inch. Then I'll connect. And after connecting, you notice the bust point is sharp right. Don't worry, we'll fix that later. So I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance at the chest line, and I'll come to the under bust and impute the under bust measurement divided by 4. And I'll replace the dart allowance at the dart line there, and also add 2 inches sewing allowance. I'll do the same thing for the waist and also the full blouse length. And to eliminate this sharp edge at the chest line, I'll just blend it in this way. So I'll go ahead now, connect all the measurements. And if you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the like button. So I'll come up by 1 inch from the hem of my blouse. Then I'll blend from that 1 inch into the blouse this way. At this waistline, I'll come in by 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect from the full blouse length up to that point. From that point up to the zipper allowance. So I'll eliminate this part and also eliminate this part. This is the center back and the side back. So I'm going to cut it out now for you to see what it looks like. And this is basically all on how to draft a Princess Dart back bodice. And after cutting, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to transfer all the patterns now to the fabric. So I've gone ahead to transfer the pattern to the fabric, and I left 0.5 inch all around this pattern. I'm supposed to have 0.5 inch at the hem also, but I added extra 1 inch because I want my blouse to be longer. And I also notched the under bust at the center front. That will go a long way while I'm padding. And I've gone ahead to attach the hairstay to my fabric for a little bit of weight. I've also attached my pad to the bust area. I also attach paper gum to the lining. The next thing I'll do now is to join the center front to the side front. So I'm going to place the side front on the center front this way, and I'll pin down from the hem of the blouse this way all the way into the armhole. When I get to this under bust part, I'll move the side this way, then I'll pin it down. This is exactly how I'm going to be stitching down also. I'll move it again and pin it down. I'm going to be stitching down by 0.5 inch. And when you are stitching down, you don't drag, you just join them together and stitch. And this is what I have after I've joined. As you can see, I stitched down by 0.5 inch. So I'm going to turn it now out for us to see what it looks like on the other side. And this is what I have. I have also joined the lining together just like I did for the fabric. So I'll place the lining now right side facing the right side. I'll join the neckline and top stitch it. After top stitching, I closed the hem and top stitched the hem, also closed up the side. This is the back bodice. I added 0.5 inch around just like I did for the front. And I also went ahead to cut the lining. So I'll go ahead now and join the back bodice together just like I did for the front. I'll do the same thing for both the lining. After joining, this is what I have. Remember, this part is 2, but I'm just working with this one for the sake of this tutorial. So I'm just going to use this lining now that I've joined together to close up my back bodice. I first of all joined the neckline and top stitch the neckline. I also closed the zipper allowance area and sewed down top stitch and also close up the sides, and this is what I have. The next thing I'll do now, I'll place the second side of the back bodice. I'll place it right side facing right side, then I'll stitch down by 1.5 inch. After joining, this is what I have. I'll go ahead now and attach both the front and the back bodies together. In order to do this, I'll place the bodies right side facing right side, then I'll turn the lining and the fabric this way. As you can see, just do it the way I'm doing it, then you join the shoulder. After joining, this is what I have. After joining the shoulder, I'll go ahead now and join the front and back bodies. In order to do that, I'll place the back bodies on the front bodies properly. I'll make sure the front and the back are well placed, then I'll stitch down. I'll impute all my round bodice measurement and stitch. After sewing, this is what I have. This is me trimming off every rough edges I have at the armhole. So I'll go ahead now and attach my zipper. After I attach my zipper, I also attach my sleeve, and this is what it looks like. This is the draft, cut and sew a Princess Dart Bustier. If you've watched to this point, thank you very much. Please drop a heart for me in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you in my next video.